Hello everyone, my name is Ayushi and today I am going to give you presentation on the topic investment portfolio by Boshaw. First of all, we should know what is investment. Money you earn is partly spent and the rest saved for the muting future purposes is called investment. Second is what is the need of the investment? Earn return on your idle resources. Second, generate a specific sum of money for specific goal in life. Third, make a provision for an uncertain future, the future which is uncertain. Third, we should know what is inflation. Inflation is rate at which the cost of living increased. Second, cost of living is simply what is cost to buy the goods and services you need to live. Inflation caused money to lose value. Example, if there was a 6% inflation rate for the next 20 years, a rupees 100 purchased today would cost it 321 in 20 years. So we can see the lose value of the money because of inflation. Now we will get to know about the return. Return above inflation rate to ensures that investment does not decrease in value. Example, if the annual inflation rate is 6%, then the investment will need to earn more than 6% to ensure it increases in value. If after tax return on your investment is less than the inflation rate, then your assets have actually decreased in value. Now I will tell you about the golden rules of the investment. First is the early investing, second is the invest regularly, and third is the invest for the long term period, not for the short term period. Now I will tell you about the steps of investing. Obtain written document, explain the investment. First of all, you have to take the written document. Second is you have to read and understand such documents. Verify the legitimacy of the investment. Find out the cost and benefit of the associated with the investment. Assess the risk and return profile of the investment. Know the liquidity and safety aspect of the investment. Ascertain if the appropriate for your specific goal. Compare these details with other investment opportunities available. Examine if it fits in with other investment you are considered or you have already made. Deal only through the authorized intermediary, seeking on clarifications about the intermediary. Explore the options available to you if something were go wrong, and then if satisfied make the investment for future. Now I will tell you about the interest. When we borrow money, are expected to pay for using it. An amount charged to the borrower for the privilege of using the lender's money, calculated as percentage of the principal balance. Now, factors determining the interest rate. First is the demand for the money, second is the level of government borrowing and supply of the money, inflation rate, and last but not the least is RBI government and policies. Options for the investment where we can make the investment. First is the physical assets, second is the real estate assets, gold, jewelry, commodities, etc. Financial assets, and last is the fixed deposit, small saving instrument, mutual funds, BSEs, etc. Short term financial options. First is the saving bank account, money market or liquid funds, and third is the fixed deposit. Saving bank account. First banking product people use. Then offer lowest low interest rate that can be of 4% to 5% per annum. And third, interest is stable in the hands of investor. Money market investment or liquid funds, specialized form of mutual funds that can be the money you have you can invest in the mutual funds and other new funds in the following. Second is the primarily protecting your capital and then aim to maximize the return. The most available return you have to maximize in this. Money market fund usually yield better than saving account but lower than fixed deposits. Fixed deposit with bank, referred to as deposit. Its minimum investment period is 30 days. and FD with bank for investors with a low risk appetite. Fourth is the FDs is lower than the money market fund return. Long Now I will tell you about the investment which you can do in long term financial investment. First is the post office saving scheme, second is the PPF, that is public provident fund, third is the company fixed deposit, fourth is the bond and debentures, and last is the mutual fund. Post office savings scheme. The minimum deposit to open a post office saving account is 500 rupees. The account can be opened in single or joint ownership by document domestic customers. An interest rate is 4% per annum is applicable to the deposits. You can avail of a checkbook, ATM card, e-banking and mobile banking services and other services with the account on request. Second is the Public Provident Fund. Many salaried individuals prefer PPF as an investment and retirement tool as the scheme offer income tax deduction up to 1.5 lakhs per financial year. The minimum deposit required to open the account is 500 and upper limit is 1.5 lakhs. So the tenure of the account is 15 years. You only have to pay 500 per financial year to keep the account active. The interest rate is of 7.1% per annum is offered by the scheme. The interest rate is compounded yearly. Also, the interest earned on this account is tax free. Now is the company fixed deposit. These are the short term and medium term borrowings at fixed rate of return, payable monthly or quarterly or semi annually, and rate of interest is between 6 to 9% per annum, and the interest is received after the deduction of taxes. Now, about the bonds. Bonds are the purpose, a promise to pay the principal along with the fixed rate of interest on a specific date. It is the purpose of raising the capital. And second is the share. It is the share. The holders of such share are member of the company and have the voting right. Total equity of a capital company is divided into equal units of small denominations. For example, in a company, the total equity capital is 2 lakhs or 2 crore is divided into 20 lakhs units of rupees 10 each. Each such 10 rupees is called a share. Derivative. A product whose value is derived from the value of one or more variable is called underlying. Underlying assets can be equity, index, foreign exchange, and commodity or any other assets emerged as hedging devices against fluctuation in commodity price and commodity link. Derivative remains the sole form of such product for almost 300 years.